Welcome back to our channel Respect Education. Now we see chapter 1 light reflection, in which worksheet 2. Let us see the question number 1. In which of the following ray diagrams reflected ray retraces, means follows the same path? Here there are certain conditions. First one is, if the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will pass through the focus. And if any ray passes through focus after reflection, it will be parallel to the principal axis. And now see third one. If incident ray makes some angle at P, and it will be reflected by making the same angle at P. It can also be said as ray incident obliquely to the principal axis towards point P. It gets reflected at the same angle on the other side of the principal axis. Now here, this one, if we extend this, it will pass through the center of curvature. If any ray passes through the center of curvature, it follows the same path. So according to the question, in which of the following ray diagrams the reflected ray retraces, means follows the same path? In option D. So here option D is the right answer for this question. Now we see next question, that is question number 2. From the following figure, choose the correct option. If you observe the figure carefully, it is a convex mirror. This is a convex mirror where all the parallel rays after reflection, they appear to meet at a point. So here the image formed is virtual, because yet we get the image behind the mirror, right? And it is highly diminished. In fact, here C is given, here F is to be given. So here in this case the object is at infinity. So we get the image at F, and size is highly diminished, means almost point size. So here option D is the right answer. Now we see question number 3. Focal length of a concave mirror of radius of curvature 30 centimeter is. So here we can consider this 30 centimeter as the radius of curvature. So it can be taken as R. R is 30 centimeter. Since it is concave mirror, as we need to take the object left side of the mirror, so R can be taken negative. So R equal to minus 30. Now the question is that finding focal length. As we know the relation between F and R, focal length F is R by 2, or we can say R equal to 2 times F. So since R is minus 30, so minus 30 by 2 is minus 15. Here you see the units. It is in centimeter, so minus 15 centimeter. From the options, option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 4. As the object is moved closer to the convex mirror, the image moves. So here we can take this as the example for this question, because here this is a convex mirror. When the object is at infinity, then we get the image is at F. When the object coming towards the mirror, then automatically the image will be coming towards the pole. So here see option A, towards pole P. So that is the right option. So option A is the right answer for the 4th question. Now here we see question number 5. Here is the question. Which of the following ray diagram is correct for the ray of light incident on a concave mirror as shown in figure? So here you observe, this is the incident ray that is parallel to principal axis. So as we know, it should be passed through F after reflection. It should pass through F. So parallel to principal axis, after reflection, the ray will be passed through F. Now here let us see which figure gives the same. See here, parallel line, it is passing between a point, it is between F and P. So this is false, this is not correct. Figure 2, you see a ray which is parallel, that is passing through 2F. 2F is nothing but C, that is also wrong. It should pass through F only. So ray parallel to principal axis, again it follows the same path, that is also false. If a ray parallel to principal axis, it passes through F, right? This is true. So figure D is true. So figure D is nothing but option D. So option D is the right option for this question. Now let us see question number 6. In torches, searchlights and headlights of vehicle, the bulb is placed. What is the position of the bulb? Here you just observe. We use torchlight, searchlight and headlights of a vehicle to see very far objects. That means here the focus should be there almost till infinity. That means the image should be at infinity, means the object, that is bulb, should be kept at F, means at a focus. Let us see the options. Between pole and focus, so it is false, it is not the right option. Very near to focus, let us keep it in pending. Actually our answer should be at focus. Third one, between the focus and the center of curvature, this is also false. At the center of curvature, this is also false. Now again let us come back. The object means bulb is to be at F. So here you see from the options, very near to focus. Very near to focus is nothing but at a focus. So here option B can be considered as the right option. Now let us see question number 7. A child is standing in front of a magic mirror. Let us see why it is called magic mirror. She finds the image of her head bigger. If the image is bigger than the object, then that is nothing but it might be concave mirror. The middle portion of her body of the same size will be given by a plane mirror. And that of the legs smaller. So the smaller size can be given by convex mirror. The following is the order of combinations for the magic mirror from the top. From the top you see first head concave, next middle part, so that there is plane, and the legs, that is convex. So the order you see concave, plane and convex. From the options, option C, observe concave, plane and convex. So option C is the right answer. Now we see next question, that is question number 8. Which of the following ray diagram represents formation of virtual magnified image? Magnified means large, okay, larger size. Diminished means small one. So magnified and larger image. Let us complete this. See, parallel to principal focus should pass through F and it maintains some angle at P, it will follow the same. Here on extension, both the rays can be met at infinity. So here you will get highly enlarged image, highly enlarged, that too it is real. So this cannot be the option because here we need virtual. Here we get the image in front of the mirror, that too highly enlarged. So that is real and highly enlarged, that can't be virtual. So this is not the option. And let us come back here. So here parallel one, that is passing through F and it maintains some angle at P. Now let us extend them. Let us extend these two. They are meeting behind the mirror. So this image is virtual and enlarged, means larger. So option B is the right answer. Before going to that, let us check the others also. It is parallel, so it should means it appears to be passing through F. Same way here, this is also. So this is virtual image but smaller in size. Okay, it is small in size when we compare to the object. And here all parallel rays, so they appear to meet at F. They appear to meet at F. So it is virtual but highly diminished. This is virtual and highly diminished. This is virtual and diminished. This is virtual and enlarged. Enlarged, nothing but magnified. So that is what here required. So option B is the right answer. Now let us see question number 9. Now here the question is that a boy is standing in front of a plane mirror at a distance of 3 meters from it. What is the distance between the boy and his image? So here let us consider it as a plane mirror and here is the boy. The distance between the person and the mirror is 3 meters. As we know, in a plane mirror, the object distance and the image distance both are the same. So if it is 3 meter, this also will be 3 meter. Image can be formed at a distance of 3 meter behind the mirror. Now according to the question, the distance between the boy to the image 3 plus 3 total 6 meters. From the options you see, option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 10. A full length image of a distant tall building can definitely be seen by using. Here you see full length image can be seen. That means a concave mirror, yes, it will show the full length, it is true. Convex mirror will give always diminished. So this is false. And a plane mirror will give the full length, same size of the object. This is also true. So here both A and C true. See both concave, that is A, as well as plane, that is C. So option D is the right answer for this question. Now here let us see question number 11. To find the focal length of a concave mirror, a student has to focus a distant object. Understand this, distant object with this mirror. Which one of the following would you suggest him to choose? A distant tree, a distant building, the sun, a burning candle placed on the laboratory table. See in the options, which is the very distant object? So that can be taken. So here the sun is the distant object because the object is at infinity. You will get the image at focus and the distance between the focus to the pole is nothing but the focal length. Distance between the focus to the pole, nothing but focal length. Here as he is asked to find the focal length. So here the required image should come at focus so that the required object should be at infinity. In the options, the sun is very very far. So option C is the right answer. Now we see next question, that is question number 12. Which of the following ray diagram represents formation of real magnified image? So magnified means it is enlarged. So let us see where do we get it. See this is parallel to principal axis. So it passes through F after reflection and here obliquely it reflects at P. It will be reflected with the same angle. So on extension they both will definitely they will be meet at a point. So here we will get the image. Here we will get the image. So this is real and it is in fact it is highly enlarged. Real and highly enlarged. Now H by E means highly enlarged. In this condition you see it is parallel passing through F and it is making some angle at P. So here in this case the object is in between F and P, will get the virtual image. So let us extend this ray and this ray. So both will meet behind the mirror. This is virtual, but here we are in need of real. So this cannot be the option because this is virtual and enlarged. Next, let us see third one. Now here it is parallel, so it should pass through F. Since it is convex mirror, it appears to pass through F. Now here it appears to meet behind the mirror. So here we will get the image. This is virtual and diminished. Size is lesser than the object. Now here you see this is a convex mirror. All parallel rays after reflection they appear to meet at F. So here this is virtual and highly diminished. Now according to the question is we want real and enlarged. Real and enlarged. So here option A is the right answer. Now we see the question number 13. Parallel light rays from a distant object. See, object distance is infinity. Incident on a device X from a point-sized form a point-sized image. So whenever the object is infinity and it gives the point-sized image, then definitely image should be formed at F. Now the distance between pole to the F is nothing but focal length. It is focal length small f, right? On a screen, so image is obtained on a screen. So here the meaning is that the image is real. Then the device X must be, see, concave mirror will give the real image of the same point size when the object is at infinity. It will give the real image and at the point sized. So this is true. Whereas convex lens also will give the same kind of image. So this is also true. Whereas concave lens, it won't give real image. That's why this is false. So the option, see the last option, either a concave mirror means first one or a convex lens. So second one. That is the reason here option D is the right answer. Now here let us see question number 14. That is, after focusing the image of a distant object, the object is very far, means almost all we can take that the object is at infinity, means very far. On the screen, 4 students Punita, Sachin, Rubina and Anwar measured the distance between the screen and the concave mirror as shown in the following diagram. Which of the following student gets the correct value of focal length? So here this can be taken as almost all point sized. So it can be taken as some f, and this is the pole P. Now the distance between f and P is nothing but the focal length. Here you observe, Punita found, but here distance from f to some point on the spherical mirror, that is not P. So Punita answer is wrong. So what Punita measured, that is wrong. Now here Sachin, he should measure from F. So he measured from F, but till P he should measure, but he is not measuring. So he is taking a point other than P. See, P is here. This point is the reference point for P. So Sachin also gets failed. Same case Anwar. Anwar also measured from F, but he took some other point. That's why Anwar also wrong. Now you observe this girl Rubina. She measured exactly from F to P. So FP is nothing but small f, that is focal length. So Rubina's measurement is correct. So option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 15. The diagram shows, the diagrams, 2 figures are given A and B, shows the appearance of a fork when placed in front of and close to 2 mirrors A and B, turn by turn as shown in figure. Then what is A? Means which kind of mirror is A, and what is B? Means which kind of mirror is B. As here the given data, it is placed in front of the mirror and almost all close. That means here this will be the, as it is given, the enlarged image. See here, this is the enlarged image, enlarged. So definitely this will be the position of in between F and P. So definitely enlarged image in this case will be given by only concave mirror. So definitely the mirror A is concave mirror. Now let us see, here the size is diminished. The size of the image is diminished, means smaller than that of the object. And here it is kept in front of the mirror. So definitely which kind of mirror will give us the diminished one? And that too virtual and direct. Here also this is virtual and direct. This is virtual and not real and inverted. This is also virtual and direct. It can be given only by convex mirror. This will be given only by convex mirror. So here, in fact, for concave mirror there are 6 positions. This is the 6th position. We can say the last position almost. And here convex mirror having 2 positions, in that this is 2nd position, right? Now here clearly A is the concave mirror and B is the convex mirror. So option A is the right answer. Right. Now we see next question, that is question number 16. Now let us see the question. Two big mirrors A and B are fitted side by side on a wall. A man is standing at such a distance from the wall that he can see the erect image of his face in both the mirrors. When the man starts walking towards the mirrors, he finds that the size of his face in mirror A goes on increasing, but in that mirror B, it remains the same. Now let us see here. When he is closer to the mirror, he is getting the image, erect image. Here you just observe, these both are the same. See, we get the erect image and his face size is enlarged. So this is the position. So he is keeping his face in front of, in between F and P. So the first mirror, that is mirror A, here also will be concave mirror. So here A refers to concave mirror according to the given data. And whereas B, you see, the image in B remains the same. Which mirror will give same? Plane mirror. Plane mirror. So here for this question, 16th one, see the option, mirror A is concave and mirror B is plane. So option C is the right answer. Now here let us see next question, that is question number 17. A student has to do the experiment on finding the focal length. So he needs to find the focal length, that is distance between the focus and pole of a given concave mirror by using a distant object. The object is, it is at infinity or little bit far away. Out of the following setups 1, 2, 3, 4 available to her, so which one is to be followed? So here you see, she has a screen, mirror holder and a scale. She puts in this order. She put a mirror holder, screen holder and then scale, a screen holder and a scale, a mirror holder and a screen holder. The setup that is likely to give her the best result is the setup labeled as. See here, in order to find the focal length, first of all, she should keep the mirror holder and then screen holder. For measuring, she needs a scale. So here this setup, that is second setup, that means here you see option B is the right answer. Now let us see next question, that is question number 18. The image of an object that is placed in front of a convex mirror is formed. Actually for convex mirror, there are two positions of the object. One is in front of the convex mirror and second one is at infinity. Wherever you take, always you will get the image behind the mirror only. So here out of these four options, the option D is the right answer for this question. Now we see question number 19. A student was asked to obtain real image of a tree on the screen with the help of a suitable mirror. He can do so by taking a. So here, which mirror will give us real image? So that is the question. As we know, concave mirror will give us the real image. Okay. Plane mirror gives us virtual image, so it is not the option. Convex mirror also will give us virtual image. So here either concave or convex. Again convex won't give. So from the options, option A is the right answer. Now we see question number 20. Here the question is that which of the following ray diagram represents formation of virtual and diminished? Diminished means small in size. Virtual and small. We can say smaller. Here, since the object is at F, the image will be real and inverted. It is real and inverted, and we will get the image at infinity. When the object is at F, you will get at infinity means on extending, they may meet somewhere else. So at infinity we can say, they will meet at infinity. So this is real image, we need virtual image, so it can't be option. And here you see a line parallel to F, it passes through F, so here it appears to meet. Same way here, this also appears to meet. Right. This is virtual and erect, but size is enlarged. It is enlarged. We need smaller one. Let us see third option. See, it is a convex mirror. So it appears to meet through F because it is parallel to principal axis. So it appears to meet here. You will get the virtual and erect and diminished image. Now let us see last one. When the object is at C, you will get the real and inverted image same at C because the parallel ray it will pass through F. And here, which is passing through F, it will be parallel to principal axis. It should be drawn like this. So both are meeting at C. So you will get the image at C of the same size, but this is real and inverted. Okay, same size. See the question. We need virtual, means virtual and erect, and diminished. So from the options, virtual and erect, diminished. So option C is the right answer. Now let us see question number 21. The nature of the image, the nature of your image in a huge concave mirror, when you stand very close to it means concave mirror has 6 cases, in which here I am writing, if the object U and the image, let us take some as V, if the object is at infinity, you will get the image at F, and the object is beyond C, you will get between C and F. If the object is at C, we will get the image also at C. If we take here, this will be reversed. If we take object at C and F, you will get the image beyond C. If the object is at F, you will get the image at infinity. If the object is between F and P, you will get the image behind the mirror. Behind the mirror. So here you see, very closer means we will come to this case. Here we get behind the mirror. Behind the mirror, which kind of image it will be behind the mirror? Virtual and erect. So here I am writing which kind of images. So here I am writing, these are all first 5 cases real images, real and inverted. First 5 cases real and inverted. Whereas last one is virtual and erect. Clear? Now here virtual and erect is required. It is closer. So it comes under the last case. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th case. So very close means that is 6th case. In that you see virtual and erect. And size you see. Size. Here enlarged is given. Let us see about the sizes also. If you observe the sizes, this will be highly diminished. And here between C and F, this is just diminished. This is same size. This is enlarged. This is highly enlarged, and this is enlarged. Last case is again enlarged. Now let us check here which option is suitable. See, 6th option you observe, F and P, between F and P, that indicates very close and virtual and erect, and that here enlarged. Nothing but here highly enlarged is given, we can opt it. So remaining all the options are real, only this condition is virtual. So here option C is the right answer for this question number 21. Now let us see question number 22. An object at a distance equal to the focal length of a convex mirror, then its image will be formed. See here, let us take a small convex mirror. So here, whose focus will be here? So with this much focal length, if you take here object, you will get the image here exactly between P and F. That means here we can say half of the focal length. It can be written as F by 2. Clear? So here from the options you see, if an object at a distance equal to focal length of a convex mirror, its image will be formed at behind the mirror at a distance F by 2, not in front of the mirror. This is virtual image. So it will be behind the mirror. So option C is the right answer. Now let us see question number 23. A concave mirror produces a magnification plus 2. Magnification is nothing but M. M is equal to H dash by H. As M is plus 2, so 2 times H is equal to H dash. 2 times H is equal to H dash. Now the question is that where the object is to be kept. That means here it is enlarged. Here you see the case where it is enlarged, you see. Here the question is that the position of the object, right? So here we can say that this is which kind of mirror? Concave. This is of concave mirror, right? So H dash is 2 times H. Here let us see the magnification is positive and that too enlarged. So here it is 2 times H equal to H dash means image size of the image is double of the object. So enlarged. So let us see here which cases are enlarged. See between C and F and between F and P. So option is there in between these two. Let us finalize it. How to finalize? Just observe in the question. Magnification is positive. That means here H dash means the image should be above the principal axis and H also should be positive. Then only you will get the positive. Both should be positive. If it is positive, this is negative, then that will be negative. If it is negative, this is positive, that will be negative. Since it is positive, both should be positive. When both will be positive, here both should be above the principal axis. That means the image should be virtual and erect. So this is the virtual and erect. So sixth case, under that condition this gets failed. So here sixth case, the object should be in between F and P. Now here see the question. A concave mirror produces magnification this much, then the object should be placed between F and P. So here option A is the right answer. Now let us see question number 24. Real or virtual image of an object formed by a concave mirror depends on. Actually concave mirror sometimes it will give real, sometimes it will give virtual. You see here I explained earlier. Let us see here. First 5 cases real, last case is virtual. So it depends on, that is the question. It depends on size of the mirror, no. Polish of the mirror, no. Distance of the object from the mirror, yes, this is true. See here, as the object distance changes, the real and virtual it changes. So here the option, right option is distance of the object from the mirror, it will make to get the image or real or virtual. So here option C is the right answer. Now let us see question number 25. A concave mirror will form real image when these are the given conditions. Here you see under what condition we get real and image? Real and enlarged image. Here you see real come enlarged. Let us check here. Real come enlarged. See, this is real and enlarged. This is real and highly enlarged. So here these two conditions will give us real and enlarged. So from C to F, object should be between C to F. So let us see here which option will be the right one. See, image should be less than focus, that is wrong option. Image should be more than, means image should be object distance should be less than focal length, that is wrong. Object distance should be more than focal length, this is of course right, but till where? There is no proper limit. Here you observe this option. The object should be in between focus and 2 times focal length, means that is nothing but center of curvature. This is nothing but F, capital F, focus. So when the object is in between center of curvature and focus, then only you will get the real come enlarged. So here option C is the right answer. Here you see if the object is more than 2F, means more than center of curvature, it's beyond center of curvature. Here you see if it is beyond center of curvature, you will get the diminished and highly diminished. But here we want real come enlarged. See, real come enlarged, it will be done between C to F, means up to F it can be taken, between F and CF. That means focal length small f and 2 times focal length. So here from the options, option C is the right answer. Now let us see question number 26. That is, a person standing in front of a mirror finds his image thinner but normal height. This implies that here you see his image thinner means he gets diminished and normal height. It will be happened only when we take convex and cylindrical with axis vertical. As the person is standing, so the axis should be vertical. If it is horizontal, it won't work. So that here option A, among 4 options, option A is the right answer for this question 26th one. Now we see question number 27. Which of the following diagram represents formation of real and same size image? So here let us see. It is at F. So definitely when the object is at F, they meet at infinity. So here they meet at infinity, and the two, this is real, but the size you see highly enlarged. So that is not suitable for the question because we need same size. So this cannot be the right option. And here you see it is parallel passing through F. So here it will be extended. So it appears to meet behind the mirror. So this image is virtual and direct, and the size you see it is enlarged. So since it is real, it is required, but we got here virtual direct, so this cannot be the right option. Let us see the third one, C bit. Here is the object, the parallel line. So parallel to principal axis, it appears to pass through the focus, and here it also appears to meet. So this is it will meet behind the mirror. So virtual and direct size is diminished, means smaller size than the object. And in this case you see parallel, it will pass through F. After reflection it will pass through F, and passing through F it will be parallel to principal axis. So both meet at C. You will get the image here of the same size. This is real and inverted, and size is same size. So here from the options, option D is the right answer. Here this is also virtual, this can't be right. So option D is the correct answer. Now let us see question number 28. A convex mirror is used to form the image of an object. Which mirror is used? Convex mirror is used. Then which of the following statement is wrong? We should find which is wrong. Actually convex mirror, the image lies between the pole and the focus. So here the image, actually it forms an image, okay, it is between pole and focus. So that is true. And the image is diminished in size, that is true. So image is erect, all the three true only. Which is wrong? The image is real, because your convex mirror will give always virtual image. So here option D is the right option. And let us see next question, that is question number 29. That is the field of view of convex mirror. The field of view of a convex mirror is dash as compared to the plane mirror. So here if we compare, the field of view means maximum view can be covered by convex mirror only by comparing with any mirror. So plane, if we compare with plane mirror, so that is large. So here option A is the right answer. Is it clear? Now let us see question number 30th. That is F equal to R by 2 means focal length is equal to half of the radius of curvature. It is valid for, in fact it is valid for spherical mirrors. So here for convex mirrors but not for concave. No, it is wrong for both. For concave mirror but not convex, this is also wrong. For both convex and concave mirrors, this is true. Neither for convex nor for concave, this is also false, because neither nor means here it is given that not suitable for these two. No, that it is suitable for both. So option C is the right answer for this question, 30th one. Now here let us see question number 31. Let us see the question here. A teacher held a pencil close to spherical mirror, and asked 4 students their names W, X, Y and Z to predict the nature of the mirror with the help of the image formed in the mirror. The image was erect and enlarged. The 4 students identified it as follows. See here, very close in the sense the position is between F and P. This is position of the object. And here according to the question, we get the image. Image is behind the mirror. Behind the mirror. See, formed in the mirror, behind the mirror. And it is erect. So, virtual and erect. And it is, here you observe, enlarged. So, the size is enlarged. All these can be done only in the 6th case of concave mirror. 6th case of concave mirror. So, earlier I have explained you those 6 cases. Here I would like to give you a small idea. This is the case between F and P, virtual and erect, behind the mirror, and size is enlarged. This is what 6th case of concave mirror. So, now here who said X says, W says the convex, X says concave, Y says plane mirror, Z says plano concave. As I told you, it will happen only in concave. So, here X, student X gave the right answer. So, here X means here option B is the right answer. Now, let us see question number 32. Nalini draws a ray diagram for an object in front of a concave mirror. Okay, she draws a ray starting from the top of the object and falling on the mirror perpendicularly. Then the reflected ray is, here you see, as I don't have place here, I am drawing. She has taken a concave mirror and this is the principal axis. Now here is the object. Now she is drawing a ray that is perpendicular to the mirror, means that is parallel to principal axis. So here definitely after reflection it will pass through focus F. This is F. Let us see which option is correct. Here there are 4 options: pass through focus, pass through pole, pass through center of curvature, pass through any point on the principal axis. As I have told you, it should pass through focus F. So option A is the right answer. Now we see question number 33. Rays from sun converge at a point 15 centimeter in front of a concave mirror. This point gives us a clue that rays from sun, that means the object is at infinity, and we know that they meet at F, focus F. So 15 centimeter can be taken as focal length. Where should an object be placed so that size of its image equal to size of the object? Now we have seen earlier there are 6 different cases of concave mirror. Here the question is that both the sizes should be same, means here you see same size. So object should be kept at C. See here, object is kept at C. So the image also will be get at C only. That is real and inverted of same size. So here the object position is at C. Now let us see how to find C. This is a concave mirror, and here to here we can take it as it is focus. So this is small f, and double of this will be the center of curvature. Now here, since the f is 15 centimeter, we need to keep the object at C so that you will get the image of the same size. So this is the double of this. This is called radius of curvature. This distance is called radius of curvature. C is called center of curvature. As we know, there is a formula, R is equal to 2 times F. So 2 into, here F is 15 centimeter. So it is 30 centimeter in front of the mirror. See the options. Option A is 30 centimeter in front of the mirror is the right answer. So option A is the right answer for this question. Now let us see next question, that is question number 34. While looking at the diagram, this is the diagram, Teja concluded the following. Which of the following statements are correct? Let us see first one. This is the given diagram. The image of the object will be virtual one. See here, a ray which is passing through center of curvature follows the same, right? And we need to draw one more ray, that is here ray which is parallel to the principal axis will pass through the focus F, right? Now here it will be like this, right? So on extending they both will meet at a point, there we will get the image. See, this is what, which condition? See, the object is in between C and F. Now here the object is in between C and F. Now you will get the image at beyond C, that is enlarged one. Real and inverted, beyond C and enlarged. So let us observe here. The object will be virtual one. Let us write the conclusion here. What we get? The object is real and inverted and its position is beyond C, because object is between C and F, and the size is enlarged. So let us see here which is correct. The image of the object will be virtual one. Here you know this is real and inverted, so this is false. Option A is false. Let us see option B. The reflected ray will travel along the same path as the incident ray but in opposite direction. This is true, because you see the ray which is passing through the C, after reflection it follows the same path. So with the point, based on that point, this is true. The image of the object will be inverted, so real and inverted, in that inverted is there, so this is also true. This is a concave mirror and hence the focal length will be negative. See, this is a concave mirror, it is true, and its focal length is negative because here the length is to be measured from the pole. So when we move left side, so definitely focal length will be negative. So here which are true means here option B, option C and option D, all the three are correct only. Actually if the question is which is wrong, then we can say only option A. Now let us see next question, that is question number 35. Now let us see that. Consider this situation where object is 3 centimeter height. So here h is 3 centimeter. Mirror is concave with 6 centimeter focal length. So here let us draw a small rough diagram. This is a concave mirror whose focal length is 6. So here if you take F, so this will be 6 centimeter. So here C will be there. Now the third case is that object is placed at the center of curvature. Now here is the object, right? Here is the object. Since it is 6, this is the double of 6, that it will be 12, right? And you see when the object at C, we know that, we have seen earlier that when the object is at C, the image will be at C of same size. Now here we will get image at C only of same size. That means here H and H dash both are equal. H and H dash both are equal. And that too, here it is, see this is above the principal axis, so H is positive, this is below the principal axis, H dash is negative. The values are equal, but the sign, the symbol is different. Now let us see which of the following options are correct. The mirror will produce an image of magnification plus 1.5, magnification minus 1, magnification plus 1, magnification minus 1.5. So let us find here magnification, that is H dash by H, right? As I have told you already that the object is at C, so image also will be getting at C but same size. So H dash is 3 centimeter, H is also 3 centimeter. And one more thing is that here the image is real and inverted, this is below principal axis, in that case this will be negative. So finally this is minus 1. So here the mirror will produce an image of magnification negative 1 is the right answer. So option B is the correct answer for this question. Now let us see question number 36. There are two statements given. In that statement A says that the nature of image formed for a given object is depends on its position from a concave mirror, whereas statement B says that the nature of the image formed for a given object is depends its position from convex mirror. As we have seen earlier, there are 6 positions in concave mirror, total 6 positions, right? In which first 5 positions will give real and inverted, whereas the 6th one is virtual and direct, right? So here the nature of the image definitely depends its position. So this is true, statement A is true. Here I am writing it is true. Whereas for convex mirror, there are only two positions. Both the positions will be given virtual and direct. There is no question of real and inverted. So here the nature of the image does not depend, because here only one case, that is two positions, only one kind of image, that is virtual and direct only. Here mean two kinds of images, real and inverted, five positions, and only one position virtual and direct. Here you see they both are changing here. That means it depends on the position. Whereas here one option. So here it is not depending on the position. So here in front of a convex mirror, wherever you keep, if the object is at infinity, then also virtual and direct. If it is in front of the mirror, then also virtual and direct. So here this is independent of the position. That's why here the given statement B is false. That's why A is true, B is false. So option A is the right answer. Now let us see question number 37. Let us see now. In a concave mirror, the magnification of three objects is as shown in the table. Suppose object X is erected and magnification is positive. Object Y is inverted. Its magnification is negative. Now Z, same size of the object, it is minus 1.0, means minus 1, whose magnification is minus 1. Now let us see. Here X is erected. Erected in the sense real and virtual and erected. It is virtual and erected. So here we can say that X is virtual and erected, so that when it is virtual and erected, its magnification will be positive. So because in virtual and erected, both object and the image both will be above the principal axis. In that condition, magnification is always positive. So here we can see that X is virtual image. So for first one, option Q is right. See, X is at Q. X is always virtual image. Now let us see what about the second one, Y. Y is inverted. Inverted means that is real and inverted. That is real and inverted. Real and inverted. Then only we will get the negative. So here Y is real and inverted. That means here option 3 will be R. And here one more thing is that when we get positive magnification, here it means that this is, I have already told you, virtual and erect, right? Negative, so real and inverted. This is also negative. So Z comes under real and inverted. So here let us see, Z is P. So R comma P both will be real and inverted. And let us see same size of the object. So we can understand that if we get the image same size of the object, then definitely we know that the object is placed at C. See here, this is the condition. When the object is at C, then only image will be at C and same size. That image also real and inverted. Based on this, we can say that here same size of the object, nothing but the object is placed at C. So here Z, this object is placed at C. Z means here P, right? And here this is negative, that means inverted. See, that's why again I have written P once again here. Now let us check the options. First one is Q. See, first one is Q. Second one is P. Second one is P. Third one either R or P, means P or R. So option A is the right answer for this question. Now we see question number 38. Here there are two columns, column 1 and column 2. Now in column 1 certain ray diagrams are given, and column 2 we need to match it. Now let us see first one. See, this is a ray parallel to principal axis. We know that it will pass through F after reflection. Let us see which option is that. See, reflected ray passes through F. So for first one, Q is the right option. Let us see second one. If a ray passes through F after reflection, this will be parallel to principal axis. Where it is? See, reflected ray passes parallel to principal axis. So this option is R. And third one, if a ray, that is incident ray, makes some angle at P, so it will make equal angle with the principal axis. So with the same angle, after reflection it maintains the same angle. So this is what here you see, reflected ray makes equal angle with the principal, means principal, here it is there, principal axis on other side of it. So here option S is the right answer for the third one. Now let us see fourth one. If a ray passes through center of curvature, it follows the same path. So here you see, reflected ray comes back along the same path. So here this fourth one is P. Now finally 1Q, 2R, 3S, 4P. Let us see the options here. 1Q, 2R, 3S and fourth one P. So option A. Remaining options you can check, they are wrong. So option A is the right answer for this question 38th one. So here option A. Now let us see question number 39. Right. Here a concave mirror of focal length 10 centimeter is considered and a point object is placed in front of it at the following distances. Then match the distances with the nature of the image formed. Here let us draw a rough figure for solving this question. So for example, let us consider here this is a concave mirror and this is the principal axis, this is P and here it is F and this is center of curvature C. It is given that here focal length is 10 centimeter. So this is 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. As we know, this is double of it. So this will be 20 centimeter. 20 centimeter. That is what radius of curvature. Now the question is that if the object is kept at 20 centimeter, means here the object is at C. Object is at C, first bit. Then we will get the same size. Image also will be same size and real and inverted. So here for first one option yes, you see same size as object, inverted and real. So first one is suitable to yes. Now if we take object at 15, see this is 10, this is total is 20. So I am taking object in between C and F. As we know, we will get beyond C. We will get beyond C. That too, what about the size? Here, if we observe the size carefully, that is bigger than that of the object. You will get the beyond C, image you will get beyond C, but that is bigger than that. So let us see, that is also real and inverted. So from option you see bigger than the object. Which one? Image. Image is bigger than the object. It is real and inverted. So here for second one, P is the right option. Right? Now here let us see third one. If we take object at 8, means between F and P, because FP is 10, we need to take E is 8 centimeter. Distance, object distance 8 means object is to be taken between F and P. As we know, the image will be virtual and erect. Virtual and erect. That too, the image will get enlarged image. So here we see this is virtual and erect and bigger than the object, means enlarged. So third one, R is the right option. And last option, that is fourth one, position is 23 centimeters. See here is 20, more than that we should take. So 23 means we are taking beyond C. Beyond C. We will get the object between C and F, but that is it is not magnified, it is diminished. Diminished means small in size. So here we will see smaller than the object, real and inverted. This is real and inverted, smaller than the object. So here option Q is the right answer. Now here I would like to say once again, 20 centimeter means same size you will get. At a 20, same size. This is what here, this is the first position. Second one is 15 centimeter. So below this is the second position. And third one is 8 centimeter. This is the third position. And this is the fourth position. And I would like to tell you corresponding image positions also. First one is same size of the object. So this is the first position of the object. So here you will get the same. This is the object, this is the image. So here I am taking this as one position and this is the same size. And another one is that second one is here P means bigger. Second one 15 centimeter. So this one bigger, so this indicates the P, position P, and 8 centimeter. This is between these two, between C and F. You will get the image here. Yes, this image will be virtual. So this is the position of R, virtual and direct. And last one is 23. So this one, its image is here. This is Q. So finally, let us observe all the three. 1S, 2P, 3R, 4Q. 1S, this is wrong. 1S, this is wrong. 1Q, this is wrong. See here, compare. 1S, 2P, 2P, 3R, 3R, 4Q, 4Q. So option D is the right answer for this question. Now let us see question number 40. Here there are two columns in which first one is, this is the object position, this is the size of the image. When the object is at F, see if the object is at F, it is here. When the object is highly enlarged, image is highly enlarged. Here you see highly enlarged is not there, but of course enlarged is there, it can be taken. So here for first bit, yes is the right option. And when the object is at C, see when the object is at C, image also at that C, same size. So here size wise it is same size. When the object is at C, image will be getting of the same size. So here R is the right option. Now when the object is at infinite, so when the object is at infinite, the size will be highly diminished. Size of the image is highly diminished. So here almost highly diminished, nothing but point size. So here this is Q. Point size is nothing but highly diminished. So both are same. Now last one is beyond C. See when we take object is beyond C, we get diminished. So here diminished. Let us see here diminished is nothing but P. Now let us compare the options now. 1S, 2R, 3Q, 4P. 1S, 2R, 3Q, 4P. Directly first option is the right answer for this question. Now we see Roman number 2. These are the questions based on assertion and reason. As we have seen earlier, if both are correct and R is the correct explanation of A, then we need to put option A. If both are correct and R is not the correct explanation of A, then we should keep the option B. For example, if A is correct and R is incorrect, we should keep option C. If A is incorrect and R is correct, we should keep option D. Let us see question number 41. Assertion A is given as a concave mirror forms real and virtual images for same object. As we have seen so many times that in 5 cases, this is true actually. See here, in first 5 cases we get real and inverted, and in 6th case we get virtual and direct. So here option A means assertion A is true. And let us see R. The reason is that the nature of the image formed is depends, actually is should not be there. Okay. The nature of the image formed depends on position of the object in front of the mirror. This is absolutely true, because here you see according to the position we get the different kinds of images, real and inverted or virtual and direct. So here R is also true. In fact, R is the correct explanation of A. So here option A is the right answer. Now let us see question number 42. That is, let us see the assertion. A concave mirror is used in searchlights. This is true. In searchlights we use concave mirror only. When an object is placed at focus of concave mirror, it gives virtual magnified image. When an object is placed at focus, see this is what, let us observe now here. When an object is placed at focus, see this condition, then we will get the image at infinity, and that is highly diminished, and that is real and inverted. But here it is given that that is virtual. So here this is false. That means here A is correct, R is incorrect. If A is correct, R is incorrect, option C is to be given. Now option C is right answer for question number 42. Now let us see question number 43. Concave mirror is used in solar furnace. This is true. When parallel beam of light rays incident on concave mirror all the light rays meet at focus after reflection. This is also true. Right here, assertion and reason both are true, and especially in solar furnace, all the parallel rays which are parallel to the principal axis, they should pass through F. That is the reason this concave mirror is used at solar furnace. That means here you see these two are interrelated, and R is the correct explanation of A. That's why option A is the right answer. Now let us see question number 44. Assertion is power of concave mirror is positive. This is false. Why? Because power is nothing but 1 by focal length. Of course, F is in meters. As we know, for a concave mirror, F is negative. So automatically P will be negative. That's why here, but here it is given that P is positive. That's why it is false. Concave mirror is a converging mirror. That is true. Concave mirror is a converging mirror. Convex mirror is a diverging mirror. Right? So here concave mirror is a converging mirror. This is true. A is false and R is true. That means A is incorrect, R is correct. So option D is the right answer for this. Now let us see next question, that is question number 45. Assertion A is given as power of a convex mirror is negative. See, actually for a convex mirror, here F will be there and here C will be there. So here focal length between P and F. This is right side we are taking, so it is always F is positive. If F is positive, definitely P also will be positive, because P is nothing but reciprocal of F. F is in meters. So here if F is positive, P will be positive, but here it is given that power of convex mirror is negative is given. So this statement is false. Right? Now here let us see, convex mirror is a diverging mirror. This is true. Convex mirror is a diverging mirror. This is true. Here you see same. A is incorrect, R is correct. So option D is the right answer for this. Now let us see question number 46. Convex mirror forms virtual and direct and diminished images. This is true. Convex mirror, it has two cases. In both the cases, we will get virtual and direct and diminished image. So this is true. Whereas magnification of convex mirror is always less than 1. In fact, this is also true. If you observe carefully, magnification when it will be less, when the height of the image divided by height of the object. This is magnification, right? When this is the smaller value, numerator is small, here I am writing, numerator is small and denominator is big. In that condition, this value will be less than 1. Here it is given less than 1. So R is the correct explanation for A. So option A is the right option for this. Now let us see question number 47. Convex mirror is used as a rear view mirror in vehicles, right? It is. So this is true. It forms real inverted diminished image. It in the sense convex mirror. This is false, because convex mirror will give always virtual, erect and diminished. Here it is given real and inverted. So it is false. A is true, R is false. Here you see A is correct, R is incorrect. So based on that, option C is the right answer for this. Now let us see question number 48. To get magnified means here enlarged virtual images, concave mirror is required. Okay, actually here concave mirror will give us virtual and enlarged. That is true only, because under the sixth case, here I would like to show you once again. Sixth case, when we keep the object between F and P, we will get virtual and erect and enlarged, right? So this statement is true. Under the sixth case, this is true. Concave mirror forms only virtual images. That is false, because you see concave mirror for first 5 cases it will form real and inverted, that means real images, and only last case virtual. But here it is given that it forms only virtual. No, it will form real and invert also. Real images also can be formed by concave mirror. That's why it is false. So A is true, B is means A is true, R is false. Here you see A is correct, R is incorrect. So here option C is the right answer for this. Now we see paragraph based questions. In that, one passage is given, passage 1. A real image, always inverted, real and inverted, that is the meaning, is the one through which the rays of light actually pass after reflection from concave mirror, and which can be formed on a screen. as we know that real images are always inverted and they actually meet after the reflection and they can be caught on a screen. At the same time, a virtual image, it is always erect. It is the one through which the rays do not actually pass, means they appear to meet. The position, nature and size of the image of an object found by a concave mirror changes with the position of the object. It is known to us. So, according to the different positions, we will get the different images and their nature is also different. The size of the image may be determined using a graph paper fixed on the screen. Here some conditions are given. These are the various object distances and various means suitable image distances and their nature also. So, here this is already explained by us. Here same 6 cases. When we take object at 6 positions, we will get image at 6 positions and their sizes and the nature. This already been discussed. Now, let us see the next question. So, based on this, there are certain questions, we are going to answer them now. So, let us see question number 49. That is, which of the following mirror is used by a dentist to examine a small cavity? As we know, concave mirror gives us always means between F and P. Under the 6th case, it will give us the enlarged image. So, we use a concave mirror can be used by dentist. We use in the sense dentist will use concave mirror. So, here for 49th one, option A is the right answer. Now, let us see question number 50. The image shows the path of incident rays to a concave mirror. Where would the reflected rays meet for the image formation to take place? Here you see this is the object and the position of the object is beyond C. If the object is beyond C, then definitely we will get the image between C and F. Let us try here a parallel ray. It will pass through definitely. It will pass through focus F. So, it will be like this. And a ray passing through F will be parallel to the principal axis. It will be like this. Where they both meet, there you will get the image. So, here the position of image is between C and F. See, between C and F. So, option C is the right answer. Now, let us see question number 51. A student conducts an activity using a concave mirror whose focal length is 10 cm. He placed the object 15 cm from the mirror where the image likely to form. Here let us draw a small suitable diagram for this. So, here let us draw, this is the concave mirror and this is principal axis, this is pole, here is focus and here is center of curvature, and here it is given that focal length is 10 cm. So, this is the distance between F and P, whereas the object is taken 15 cm from the mirror. If this is 10 cm, we know that radius of curvature will be double of that. So, this is 20 cm, this is 10 cm. Now, here object is taken 15 cm from the mirror, means object is taken between C and F, between C and F, right. Now, without solving the problem, we can guess the answer. Here you see, when the object is between C and F, image will be beyond C. See, already we have been discussed this point. See, when the object is between C and F, it will be beyond C, beyond C. So, definitely the image will be beyond C, that too enlarged one. So, here we will get beyond C means we will get the image here. So, beyond 20 centimeter means more than 20 centimeter. In the options you see which option is there more than 20 centimeter, that will be the answer. 6 centimeter, 6 centimeter, these values are less than 20 centimeter. So, these can't be answers. So, here 30 centimeter, 30 centimeter. So, answer is there in these two. Now, object is to be kept 30 centimeter behind the mirror or in front of the mirror? Definitely in front of the mirror. So, here option D is the right answer for this question. Now, let us see question number 52. Rekha placed a juice bottle at a distance of 20 centimeter in front of a convex mirror which has focal length is 20 centimeter. Let us draw a concave. It is but this which mirror? Convex mirror. Okay. Let us draw here a convex mirror. A convex mirror. Here is P. This is F focus and this is center of curvature. Here we need to understand carefully that focal length is 20 centimeter. So, here to here P to F, this is 20 centimeter. As I don't have place, I am writing CM here. Now, she took a juice bottle in front of it exactly 20 centimeters. See how much distance is there? Approximately at that much distance she took the juice bottle, right? Now where the image is formed, likely to be formed, here you see, if this is 20, whenever this object distance is equal to focal length, then the image will be formed at a distance of half of the focal length. It's a direct formula. So here since focal length is 20, then definitely the image will be formed at 20 by 2. 20 by 2 means 10. So 10 centimeter. Always we know that convex mirror will give virtual and direct. That's why this will be behind the mirror. So answer is 10 centimeter behind the mirror. Let us see, at a distance of 10 centimeter in front of the mirror is wrong. At a distance of 10 centimeter behind the mirror is correct. So option C is the right answer for this question, 52nd one. Now let us see 53rd question. That is, Sunil conducts an activity using an object height 10 centimeter and a convex mirror of length focal length 20 centimeter. Let us use the same, because here you see same focal length 20 centimeter, but here let us change the person from Rekha to Sunil, and here he took an object 10 centimeter. Where did he keep? He kept the object at a distance of 20 centimeter. Same logic. Just a simple thing what we need to change here it is, this is height of 10 centimeter. Here object height is given. Object height is given. Now here, as we have discussed earlier, let us see the question. What is likely to be the height of the image? Here the question is that height of the image. Earlier question was position of the image. Here it is very easy. Whenever we need position of the image, the formula is f by 2. When here the focal length is 20, the object distance is 20, under that condition only this formula can be applicable. Now here, okay, if at all you want image distance, we can use f by 2, but here height of the image is required. This is also same. This height is nothing but half of the height of the object, because here focal length is 20, object distance is also 20. When u is equal to f, so it happens in both of the conditions. When u equal to f, then v will be f by 2 and h dash will be h by 2. See here the height is 10 centimeter, 10 by 2 is nothing but 5. So 5 centimeter, option B is the right answer for this. Now we see passage 2. Ramu wanted to fix the rear view mirror of his scooter. He knows that rear view mirror is an essential safety device in the vehicle and allows him to see objects at the back side of his vehicle. This is true. See, it looks like this. He bought two mirrors M1 and M2, out of which M1 is curved inwards. Curved inwards is nothing but concave mirror. M2 is curved outwards. Outwards is convex mirror. Right. Based on the given situation, which mirror should Ravi, actually here his name is given as Ramu. Let us change the name here. It is Ramu. Okay. Ramu needs to fix as his rear view mirror. As you know, out of concave and convex mirror can be used as rear view mirror. Here M2 is convex mirror. So M2 is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Now let us see next question. If R is the radius of curvature of a spherical mirror and F is the focal length, then what is the relation between them? As we know, F is always here 2 times F is always R. So 2 times focal length is always radius of curvature. Here you can see the figure also here. I have explained you earlier that, see, FP is focal length, CP is radius of curvature, right? So CP is nothing but 2 times of FP. So here there is a relation, R is equal to 2F or 2F equal to R. Or we can say F equal to R by 2. Here which one is there? Let us see from option C. Directly it is there, R equal to 2F. So here option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 56. What is the formula for magnification obtained with a mirror? Actually formula for magnification is M equal to minus V by U or H dash by H. Here V is the object image distance, this is object distance. Image height, object height. From the options you see minus image distance by object distance is true, whereas here height of object by height of image is false, 2 into focal length is false. So here option A is the right answer. Now let us see next question, that is question number 57. If the magnification of mirror has a plus sign, when here m is positive in the sense, here when m will be positive, both object and image both should be above the principal axis. Under which condition it comes? Only when the image is virtual and direct. In that condition only m will be positive, right? So here real and inverted, in that case m is negative. Virtual and inverted, this case won't be there. Real and direct, this case won't be there. So virtual and direct, option C is the right answer for this question. Now let us see passage 3. The position of image and its nature formed due to spherical mirror depends on the distance of the object from the mirror. As it is true, we have seen certain means 6 positions for concave mirror and 2 positions for convex mirror are already seen. Now let us see, to locate the position of the image, we draw 2 rays from the object, make them incident on the mirror and trace the reflected rays. In fact, actually you see, generally we take 2 rays from the object and after reflection, where they meet or where they appear to meet, there we will get the image, right? The point of intersection of the reflected rays gives the image of the object. It is already discussed. Information about the image can be obtained either by drawing a ray diagram. So the same matter, same message can be conveyed by drawing ray diagrams also. Now let us see question number 58. What is the position of the image formed? Here let us see, this is the given diagram. If you observe carefully, these are all the lines drawn from an object which is there at infinity. So these are parallel to principal axis. They meet at focus after reflection. So here this one will be passing through like this also will be like this, and here this also will be like this, and this also will be like this. So here all the reflected rays, they meet at focus. See, at focus is the right option. Now let us see question number 59. What are the characteristics of image formed? Let us see here, this is parallel line, it will pass through F. It will pass through F. Let us see, let us draw in this way. It will pass through F. And here one more. And the second ray, that is here, if a ray passes through F, that is parallel to principal axis after reflection. See here, they both meet beyond C, beyond center of curvature. When the position is between C and F, image will be beyond C, that is enlarged. Now here, let us observe, is the image real? Definitely, because in front of the mirror, so it is image is real. Image is inverted, right? Image is enlarged. All the 3 are true. So if you see option D, all the above is the right answer. Now let us see the last question of the worksheet. That is question number 60. Where did we get the image? Here you see the object is in front of the mirror. This is convex mirror. These two are concave mirrors. This is convex mirror. So here parallel line should pass through F. So here it appears to pass through F, right? And if a ray makes some angle at P, it makes the equal angle. So it appears to meet. Here is the image formed. That is, here image is formed, that is virtual and direct and diminished. Let us see the options. Is it formed at infinity? No, it is in between P and F. See, between F and P. So option D is the right answer for this question. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like, share and subscribe our channel. And please do not forget to press the bell button so that you will get the notifications from our channel. Thank you very much.